Hi, I'm Jasmine, and I'm here to talk to you about scenarios in playwriting, okay? I'm going to show you some simple ways of creating interesting situations that ensure your two characters come into conflict and have conflicting objectives. Now, you should have already learned about protagonist and antagonist in a previous video, okay? Your protagonist and your antagonist need objectives, and it is your job as the writer to generate conflict between them by making sure that they can't both get what they want. This ensures drama and makes your play more watchable for the audience. So, scenario 1 is an example of what not to do. The scene: A and B are strangers in a busy street. They both flag down the same taxi at the same time. A's objective is to insist that they saw the taxi first and that they should get to use it. B's objective is the exact same, to insist that they saw the taxi first and that they should get to use it. Some example dialogue from scenario 1 could be: character A: this is my taxi. B: I saw it first. A: no you didn't, I saw it first, I should get to take it. B: the taxi's mine and you don't have a choice. Now, whilst there is conflict there, it isn't a very interesting conversation and won't be very watchable for your audience. Scenario 1 fails because the characters are strangers. They don't know each other, so they don't have a built-in relationship, they don't have history between them. There's nowhere to go within the dialogue. Scenario 1 also fails because the conflict is very minor. It feels unimportant. If character A doesn't get in a taxi, then they'll just get another taxi. Your audience can't get invested in it if it feels unimportant. Things that you might want to add to give it that extra bit of oomph for your audience. An inciting incident which gives character A an objective. You should have learned about inciting incidents in a previous video. It's just something at the very beginning of your play that sets off the different objectives of the play, sets things in motion, okay? Another thing to add: be something at stake. So the characters have something to lose or gain from the encounter. There's a reason that they're both talking to each other, that they both want something from the other person. You could also add time pressure for added urgency. So there's something they have to get done before a certain point, or they only have a limited amount of time to do something. It all adds urgency and it all makes things more interesting for your audience. Scenario 2 is an improved scenario. Characters: A and B are friends. Your incited incident: a new boy started at school and they both like him. A's action is to ask the boy out, whereas B's action is to stop A from asking the boy out. The location is the school canteen, and the time pressure is that the boy could walk in any second. An example of scenario 2 dialogue could be: character A: you have to get out of here. B: I'm not going to let you do this. A: you don't have a choice, it has nothing to do with you. B: do I mean so little to you? Can you hear the difference in the dialogue? Now, your task is to fill in scenario 2 for your own play. Pick one of your scenes and just fill this in, okay? Who your characters are, what the inciting incident of your play is, what A's action is, what B's action is, where the entire thing's set, and what the time pressure is. All of this will help really bring in all of the component parts of your play and just help structure it a bit more, making sure you know what to hit and when, okay? So remember, add conflict into your play. Make sure that your characters are against each other or are fighting for something. Add a relationship, not necessarily a romantic one, just some history there between your characters. Add time pressure, something that needs to happen before a certain time. Make sure your characters have something to react about. Make sure that you've included an inciting incident. Good luck and happy writing. I know you can do this.